Welcome back. We've been having such a blast. We are talking to Marty Radovanic. He's the new WTAJ evening anchor.
Hello.
If you haven't seen the promos on your TV, you know, it's exciting.
They haven't run that much, though, have they?
Quite the lead up. Here we go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Look at this.
Look, and today is the day, Marty.
Yes.
The debut.
Yep. That's what, you know, when you've done something as long as I've done it in my life, debut is like, what's that?
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
It's a comeback.
Well, it's another day. That's the way I look at my job. That's the way I've always looked at my job.
You just had a 5.5 year break. That's
That's
all.
it. Just a little time. I have grandkids and kids, and I wanted to play with them. And
You are no stranger to the viewers here in the 814. You've been in Central Pennsylvania working for over 40 years and basically greeting them, giving them the news, and you're a trusted face and voice.
I will tell you that was the one thing that I valued most about my job, and that I worked hard to maintain, because so that didn't always go well with my bosses. I'll be perfectly honest with you. You know, sometimes you're asked to do things, and I would just say, no, I can't do that, because I don't know if it's true. I don't know if we can verify it, and I always wanted people to trust me. And I've learned over the years that I succeeded in that, and that to me is the most important. The rest of it is just whatever comes with it. It's trust.
And so many people are wondering, well, why in the world would you want to come back?
Okay, I'm wondering that too. Well, I mean, this whole thing is how this happened, and the whys and wherefores aren't that important, but it was kind of a bizarre, strange set of circumstances. I was not looking for a TV job, but retirement is, as I posted on LinkedIn a few weeks ago, retirement's great for old people. It's just not something for me. I did not like sitting around doing nothing, and through this strange set of circumstances, the opportunity came to come over here and talk to folks about maybe doing this.
Yeah.
And in like a 3-week period, and it was like a dream. I kept saying, is this a dream? Am I going to wake up?
You're like, pinch me.
Yeah, honestly, because this doesn't happen.
Yeah.
This just, in our industry, it just does not happen. But the folks here have been, they've been amazing. They've been so supportive. We'll see what happens after today when I'm actually on the air. That support may
They're
go.
going to do great.
But,
it's like riding a bike.
Well, yeah, it is. But they've given me a unique opportunity. The one thing I said is, I don't watch a lot of TV, but when I do, and young people, that's the way the business is going. It was different when I started, but that's, and I'd sit there and I would say things. My wife always thought it was entertaining. She loved it when we were watching. She wanted me to be in the room because, I'd go like,
well,
no,
you knew the whole behind the scenes and how it got to
yeah,
where
and I'd go, why did you
was.
just say, that kind of thing. Well, I said, hey, maybe I got a chance to help some people,
Yeah.
because I love to teach. I love to mentor, and this was the perfect. I mean,
we're
again,
looking
I'm still
forward.
pinching myself.
We love it. Tell us about some of the stories you've covered here in Central Pennsylvania.
Oh,
you
boy.
rattled off like a top 3 with Morgan and I.
Some big ones.
Yeah, my top 3. I actually cut my teeth on the 1977 Johnstown flood. For 2 days, I was the only television reporter. Well, the first day I was the only television reporter, and I really wasn't a reporter then. I was a staff announcer. I worked, and so I was helping the news department. So that's number 1. I also was deeply involved in leading the team in the coverage of the rescue of the Q Creek 9 miners trapped underground for almost 3 days.
Oh my goodness.
And of course the crash of Flight 93. So any one of those, as I tell people, would be a career-defining story. To have 3, I'm blessed, you know. So.
And to be that trusted voice, we're so excited to have you, take the desk today at 4.
I appreciate that. Thank
we
you.
have to mention your wife, though.
Joyce, yeah, she'd be
we've
happy
got
that
some
there's.
photos.
She'll love me now because that picture's, it's a little
Throwback?
Yeah. None of this, and I mean this. Well, first of all, she was the first one that I told when this started, because if she'd have said no, that would have been the end of it. We've been married 49. It'll be 50 years in November. She is my best friend. She is my life partner.
You guys are fun.
That's the youngest grandson there. That's William. But she's just, you hear it all the time. She's my rock. Well, she truly is my rock. Because my health history, I've had a lot of challenges, and she's been there. Oh, there's Maggie.
Your little pup.
Yeah, and so she's a very important part of my life. Very
And
important.
that's part of the reason why I think you're so invested in Johnstown and just this, area.
community.
Well, I can tell you it's why I'm still here.
Yeah.
Because people say, well, you never moved on. And I said, well, Joyce is a Johnstown native, and Johnstown
She didn't want to
natives,
go?
they don't leave. And that's not a bad thing.
It's not.
Because my children have a very strong moral platform that they were raised on for being in this area. And so it's a good thing. But yeah, I would have probably, who knows where I might have ended up. But nope, been here since 1972.
How many kids and how many grandkids?
2 children, my daughter Kristen, my son Marty, that's a popular name in my family. There are 6 grandsons, Jack, Josh, Tommy, Will, Marty, and Matthew. Wow. They range in age from, and I'm going to get this wrong, I know the oldest is 18, about to turn 19. He's a freshman at St. Francis, and I think Will is still 12. And I say that only because he doesn't have an iPhone yet. His parents say no iPhones till 13.
Oh, thank you.
So
I like that.
I'm thinking he's 12.
And what do they call you, Marty? Grandpa? Papa?
Pop-Pop.
Pop-Pop.
Yes, P-O-P, P-O-P. It's what I called my grandfather a bazillion years ago, you know, when we'd get out of the wagons while we were crossing to the west.
Oh, stop.
So that's what they call me.
How excited are you to take the desk today for the news at 4 o'clock?
I'm excited to get cliche back in the saddle, back doing what I've done, what I love doing. But I don't look at it, you know, to say, are you excited? It's like riding a bike. I'm going to get back on, you know, on board the bike. I want to make sure that, you know, I don't want Maggie to be uncomfortable because I'm sitting next to her. You know, I'll think more about that. I am excited to have the opportunity to come back, and I'm very, very thankful to your GM, Phil, and Stephen, the news director, and the other folks, Jody Gill, and everybody who's been so welcoming and supportive. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, we're excited to have you as a mentor and just someone in the newsroom who's been, you know Central Pennsylvania. You've been here long enough.
Yeah, the old been there, done that. That applies big time.
I know you're excited to, you know, continue on that legacy of storytelling.
Yeah, and you know what? That's the other thing. They told me when we were having our meeting, they said, if you got a story you want to chase, you go chase it. We'll help you. We'll give you whatever you need. And that to me, because I was always somebody, it's hard for anchors to get off the desk, especially now when you have, you know, on a daily basis here, you have the 4, the 5, the 5:30, the 6, the 11. It doesn't leave a lot of time to do other things. Now, when I started, it was totally different. But, you know, if there's stories that are out there, I love telling people stories, right? So I'm excited about that, too. You know, I'm looking for, this is just, again, pinch me, I'm going to wake up, it's a dream.
Marty Radovanic.
We can't wait. And
welcome to the WTAJ family.
This was more unnerving than anything I'm going to do on air. Trust me.
If you can do this, you can take on anything.
Okay, I'm going to.
We went easy on you, Marty.
I know. I was a little concerned. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, you can tune in to see Marty tonight during WTAJ News at 4, 5, and 6.
Thank you.
Still ahead on this show. Well,